Greetings, everyone. Welcome to unit number 3. I am going to share my screen in 1 second here. Let me get everything turned on properly. My brain was almost ready for this. And we'll take a look at this upcoming week's work. All right. Let's see here. In fact, hold on 1 more second. The other thing I wanted to make sure that I did was show you guys. Let me do it from inside the class. We may have to unshare and reshare. One of the things that has come up in the last couple of weeks, when you turn in your formal writing assignments, you need to be doing so as a Word document or a PDF and as an actual attachment. Some of you are, especially with the shorter assignments, like the 1 paragraphs, I totally get it. You're just kind of typing them in the box and hitting go. These are formal writing assignments, so they need to be in APA format and all that stuff. So let me show you where to find a version of that. If you click on Unit 1 and you go to the readings and resources, you will find the section on using APA format and submitting your assignment. And there is an APA template, and I'm going to have to reshare probably. So let me stop and reshare with both windows. Okay, and then you should be looking at the sample paper. This is the template, and it opens in Microsoft Word, so you can just use it as is and fill in all the blanks. Now, for the first one, the very first one was only 1 paragraph and it didn't have any research. So you would have just these first 2 pages, but in all of the subsequent ones, you will have at least 1 item on the references list as well. This is true for Unit 2, which we're turning in right now as I'm recording this, and I'm going to go ahead and post it this evening. So if you have already turned in Unit 2 and you didn't do this way, let me know and I can reopen it for you. Okay, so that's what it'll look like. This has got the cover page and everything already set up for you. All right, so let's go then to this unit. We are starting Unit 3 on Monday, the 13th. There we go. And we're working some more on citing sources. So last week, you were provided an article and you wrote a paragraph in which you incorporated a quotation and an in-text citation, and then you had a references item to put, and all those were actually presented to you in the assignment, the correct citations. This week, we're going to be learning how to avoid accidental plagiarism and how to cite sources, even when we are not directly quoting. When we paraphrase or put something in our own words, we still have to cite those sources. So that's where our focus is this week. In the readings and resources, of course, as usual, there are some readings from your textbook as well as some activities. This one is about using a thesis statement even in email, which I'm a huge fan of. I love this idea because a lot of times what's missing in our communication, whether it's formal or informal, is the lack of a clear statement of what we want to accomplish. So I love this activity for that reason. Then we have some readings and activities about avoiding plagiarism. And of course, that's a huge factor in college level writing. This, of course, is not going to help you if you commit purposeful plagiarism, but learning about how to not accidentally plagiarize is super, super important as well. And so, of course, we have a couple of readings from the textbook and then a couple of activities as well. All right, so then we go back and we look at our assignments for this week. Now, we don't have a formal writing assignment this week, so this would give you a chance. If you needed to resubmit last week's, it's okay. Just let me know and I can reopen it for you. But you do have a discussion board, of course, to post, and that will mean posting your own response by Wednesday. And then, of course, you'll have until the following Sunday to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. And then this week, instead of a formal writing assignment, you will have your first knowledge check. Now you can retake the knowledge checks. They are not like the other assignments where you can just submit them once. You can retake them. So take your time with it. Don't hit submit until you're really done. But then if you do need to retake it, you certainly can. And it will keep your highest score. All right, so let's take a look at the discussion board though, because we are focusing on plagiarism and why we should even be concerned with it. And I like this discussion board because this is something that we don't think about with plagiarism, but it occurs in the work world too. And in fact, in the business world and in the publishing world, it can be punishable as an actual crime. So we have to keep an eye on those things. So let's consider a scenario. You have been working for a fairly well-established investment firm for the last 4 months. You and a coworker were both assigned to write a report on the same startup business to determine if you should invest in it. Your coworker asked to see your report to verify some data. The next day, you and your coworker hand in the same report. So clearly they have just copied your work. So what are you going to say about the following? And you've got some questions to kind of help you with this. How would you feel? How would you deal with it in terms of this being plagiarism in the workplace? And then what should your boss do? Obviously, part of dealing with it is letting your boss know, but then how should your boss deal with that as well? So as usual, your post should be up by the end of Wednesday, and then you have until Sunday to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. Don't forget, you can take a look at the rubric, and that's going to tell you and show you in detail how your grade is being figured. And then, of course, once you get the score back from me, you want to look at the rubric and determine how you scored in each one of those categories. As usual, if you have any questions this week, please do not hesitate to reach out. I am always around. You can reach me on the Fuse text line. Pretty much any time I will be able to answer fairly quickly, but of course during my office hours, even more quickly. So everybody, I hope you have a great week. Take care and good luck with unit number 3.